Welcome to episode 29 of A Message From. We are your hosts. I'm Allison.
I'm Edward.
I'm Natalie.
Oh.
Special guest.
Again.
Welcome back.
We're so lucky to have you back.
I know.
It took you a long time to get here, physically.
Oh my god. I
Would you
can't
like to-
deal with this right now.
Not yet. We'll talk about something else in the meantime. Actually, both of you just came back. I'm the only one who's been here the whole time.
Yeah.
For 6 years.
6 years.
6 long years.
6 long years. Yeah, I was in France for a week.
How was it?
It was fabulous. It was amazing. I had a great time. I went to the beach. Saw some friends I haven't seen in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Ate some great food.
Mm-hmm.
Did some shopping.
Mm-hmm.
It was...
Sound very interesting.
It was not sweltering hot like it is here.
Well, heat wave.
Heat wave.
Love a heat wave. How was the U.S. of A?
I didn't do anything.
Really?
Saw my family. Went to the park.
Yes, you were
Was
North
by
Park a lot.
myself, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
So interesting. I know everyone cares so much.
And I haven't been anywhere, so
Amazing.
You've been in your room.
yeah, sweating.
Yeah.
Playing video games.
No, teaching Chinese kids. I wish I was playing more video games.
Oh man.
But
You
it's
play
too
video
hot.
games every day.
That recently when you've been here, yeah. Just to check in.
What does that say about me that you're like spending your time playing video games?
Spending
I'm
too
here?
much time with you, maybe.
Perhaps.
And we have a long way to go still.
We do. Another week.
We
Oh
do.
my God.
We do. But Kitty, speaking
Yes.
of leaving and going somewhere,
Yeah.
you're leaving.
So sad. I know everyone is depressed.
Leaving
I don't know if
Spain.
depressed is a word.
Everyone keeps asking me, my family, is Wojo sad? And I'm like, I don't think
Why do
he
they care about
gives
me?
a shit.
No. I mean, like, I'll be sad that you're gone.
Obviously.
But also, like, it's better for
oh,
us.
is
We spend a
it?
lot of time together.
Too much.
Too much time together.
Many people think we are dating.
But we have been mistaken as a heterosexual couple more times than I would love to admit.
And your outfits scream just hetero.
Yeah. I look like a homosexual, and you look like, I don't know. How would you describe what you look like?
No one knows.
How would you describe it?
Yeah, how would you
Me?
describe what you look like? How would you describe your
Plain.
style?
Plain, don't care. Don't care.
It's
Black shirt.
Yeah. It's quite the uniform.
It is.
Your style has not changed
No.
since I've met you, which is
I think I have the
impressive.
same
That's good.
shirts from high school.
Oh gosh, I have the same clothes from like 15 years ago. It's wild.
Yeah.
Why would you throw it away if it's perfectly good?
Exactly, that's how I feel. If it's still perfectly good, why would you get rid of it?
I mean, you're talking about my Primark wardrobe. Perfectly good, but
Yeah.
I'm changing it. No, that's a very good point. It's worked for you, so why would you want to change it? I just don't know anybody who's so consistently worn the same style of clothes for that long.
I have a black shirt for all 4 seasons, a black tank top,
Mhm.
a black sweater,
Mhm.
a black long sleeve for the fall,
Mhm.
and a black short sleeve for the spring.
Yeah. And
Can't
Can't
like,
go wrong. Can't go wrong with black.
Truly.
Annie
truly.
knows.
And
And my friend Faith, if you ever listen, but she's probably not.
I was like, I don't know who that is.
Make her listen. Invite her to be a
Yeah,
pod
true.
listener.
You'll be, speaking of Anne, because you'll be moving in with her, you'll be able to listen together, because she listens religiously.
Oh, shout out. Shout out, Anne.
Shout out, Annie.
Can't wait to be your roommate again.
Wait, again, aka like siblings when you grew up.
Yes.
You guys were actually roommates, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you
That's
shared a
true.
room?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I shared a room with my 2 sisters,
Wait, who else lived in that room?
Allison,
Oh, I didn't know that.
and Emily had a room by herself.
Well, she was the oldest.
Well,
daughter.
it doesn't make any sense. I was kicked out. She threw... One day, I didn't clean the room, so she took all of my things and threw them out the window.
How old were you?
Like 8 or something.
That's iconic.
Wow. Wow.
I've always liked Emily.
I think that could have happened if my sister and I had to share a room. There would have been something would have been destroyed on a daily basis.
Yeah, most of my things were destroyed.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you're the second youngest. It's not to happen.
Yeah.
In your room that you slept in with Annie, because I've been to it many times, were you the top bunk or the bottom bunk?
Top.
Were you top or bottom?
Top. Nasty.
That's where the Puzz Club started and ended.
What?
The Puzz Club.
What is that?
It's when Annie and I would do a puzzle in your room.
That is the lamest, nerdiest thing I've ever heard.
You had a
Like,
puzzle club.
We just called it Puzz Club. I think we did like 2 puzzles once.
What's your favorite puzz?
I don't remember. I think we did a horse puzzle, but it could have been a horse cup that I drank out of. I could be confused.
I remember that, actually.
Was it a horse cup or a horse
Yeah, I have a
puzzle?
picture. That was the picture that was hung in front of Annie's senior picture.
Yes, a picture of me doing a puzzle at the Puzz Club. Yes.
You're truly part of the family.
Oh.
Replaced by Annie.
Yes. Yes. From one room. Truly, we're interchangeable because I was the roommate now, and she'll be the roommate in the future.
Yeah.
Truly interchangeable. I've done a lot in that house, though. We've done a lot in that house.
Eating an entire chicken parm in our basement, watching
No.
Jersey Shore.
No. I ate an entire vegetable lasagna.
Smell like the chicken parm.
You ate an entire chicken pie.
Oh,
We live tweeted
nasty.
the Olympics, which are over, which I'm sad about.
Yeah.
Did you watch any Olympics? I'm looking at her as if she was here. Did you watch any Olympics? Oops.
No. I watched the marathon, actually.
Who won the marathon?
A guy from Kenya.
Oh, I didn't catch the marathon.
The only Olympics I watched are the Olympics you played on your phone for us.
Oh,
In
we did. We
between
watched Simone
outings.
Biles perform in Segovia.
Yes.
What?
We were in Segovia when Simone Biles came back to the competition.
Oh.
For
and
Beam.
for Beam, the Beam event final.
Mhm.
And I was like, we need to stop and get like a pan con tomate and just like chill at this cafe while we watched her compete.
It was actually
watched her
perfect
compete.
timing. We were hungry. We
Yeah.
needed a place to sit down. We watched Simone compete.
Yeah. And then we like continued on our merry way through Segovia.
It was perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got to watch diving, but I was also teaching a Chinese class at the same time. So I had like my computer, and I was like, "Tell me, like, repeat after me," about the whole shtick. And then like my phone was like propped up underneath, and I was like constantly just like looking down because it was the
Diving.
10-meter platform men's final. I wanted to see if Tom Duddy would get gold.
And he did.
Did he?
No, he got
Oh.
bronze.
Oh.
He got gold in 10-meter platform
Yikes.
synchro.
Oh, I do.
Synchro, pretty.
I was thinking.
I don't know what I don't know what any of this means because I don't know meters.
It's 10 meters is like 5 of me on top of each other.
That's a lot.
Because I'm almost 2 meters. I'm
You're
193.
picturing 5 of you on top of each other.
As I was just picturing one of you standing on your shoulders
Yeah.
and another.
Yeah. It's about like a little bit more than 5 of me.
Wow.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
5 of you.
I have never jumped that high, and I think I would be very afraid.
Oh, I can't swim.
I
You
would
can
just-
swim?
I can, but I prefer not to because it's terrifying. I don't.
How did you survive high school?
I pretended to have a rash.
Wait, no, you didn't.
Every single time you had to swim.
Yeah.
You did gym all 4 years, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
I only
you
had
had
to do
to-
it 1 year.
You only had PE 1 year.
Because I was in a varsity sport all 4 years.
Iconic. We were both in varsity. Well, I was not in the varsity sport. We were both in sports. You were in varsity sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, for us, if you were on a varsity
I was in
sport
varsity
for
diving.
all 4 years, you could get a waiver and just had to do like 1 semester of gym.
See, that's how it
Oh,
should
yeah.
have been at all. That's how it should be at all high schools.
Well, honestly, because I don't even, can I just tell you about my high school gym? The 1 year that I did have gym in high school,
Mm-hmm.
one of ours was like a weightlifting segment.
Oh, I hated those.
And can I tell you, the people who were in that one, I'm like, of all the gym courses you could have picked, like, you are in this weightlifting one, and it was all like the super emo people with like the skinny jeans and like
doing weightlifts.
And like literally have never picked up a weight in their entire life, and they would all steal the pins out of the machines and hide them, so like you couldn't lift because there were no pins there. And then our teacher would scream at us and be like, "In 5 minutes, all these pins better be back in these machines."
Like before they were on cords.
Yeah,
you know, like now they're like
there were no cable machines. It was all the ones with the pins that you had to put the
1700s
pins
was
in.
wild,
wasn't it though?
crazy.
Yeah.
What did you say?
The 1700s is a long-running joke that Allison was born in prehistoric times. But speaking of emo people in gym class, we had in our high school we had to do gym every year. They started implementing this thing like halfway through, where you could like the smart kids could like take gym during the summer. You had to pay for it, so you didn't have to take it during the school year.
The rich kids.
What?
It was like rich smart kids. I did it I did it for my last year because I didn't have enough time in my schedule to take gym.
The smart kids?
What was all the smart kids? Not because they wanted to do like gym.
They wanted to take an extra AP.
They wanted to take like extra classes, and that's what I did. I didn't have enough classes for like foreign languages, so I was like, I already didn't have lunch, and so I was like, well, if I could take gym during the year.
Didn't have lunch. That wasn't even like an option for us.
I didn't have lunch. I only had lunch freshman year, and then I ate in all my classes.
What?
Yeah.
That wasn't even an option for us to like skip lunch and take more classes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Should we talk about our librarian?
Wait, hold on. Before we get to the librarian, which maybe we shouldn't talk about, but we might.
Okay, let's go listen to this.
The emo girl who was in my chem class, because it was like chem lab / gym, and we were in like chem partners together, which was like not by my design, but I felt bad because she had no partner, so I was like, you're a genius, so like you have problems, but come be with us, and that way I can make sure that the experiments are done right. My other friend who I actually wanted to be with, she couldn't do anything. And then this girl, she was smart. She could figure out all the answers. And I was like, great, perfect. And we had to play volleyball in gym class, one of the many thousands of units. And she was behind me in the rotation. And, you know how you just like rotate in a circle in like high school volleyball gym classes? She couldn't serve, obviously, and I'm very tall. And she would grunt scream every time she hit the ball.
Who was that?
And I'll tell you off. Not that
whisper her name.
No,
you said.
And she would grunt scream and then hit the ball. And she didn't know how to hit it hop. She would just hit it straight. She would just hit me in the back of the head.
Every time.
I'm not kidding you. Like, she served 4 times in a row before we were like, okay. The gym teacher was like, switch. And I was like, thank you. And I got hit every single time. I felt bad for her because like she had lots of social problems and like she was.
Maybe she
hating
did
it.
on purpose.
She moved to California where it's like sunny all the time. I'm sure she hated it.
Oh my gosh!
She used to drag a book on the ground with a leash. Iconic.
Oh wow!
Iconic. She would like play with the lead in chem class. She was
eat it.
No, but she would like, literally like
grind it up.
No, nor like that creature from Lord of the Rings. Gollum.
Yeah.
Like Gollum to the ring. That was her with the lead. Yeah. With like chains on her hands and her like book on a leash.
What'd she do with
book
the lead?
on a leash.
I wish
I had seen that.
What?
I wish I had seen a book on a leash.
There was like 2 of them. And the one girl like always wore like those fancy like creepy dresses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I think I know who you're talking about.
One of the emo.
No, I wish I had a yearbook.
She wore like a tutu.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean it was like elaborate tutu. Like
yes.
I'm going to a tea party in the 1600s, but I'm like 14.
She had like gloves on too.
Yes,
it was like
lace gloves.
She was like
nice
permanently
gloves.
living life in a My Chemical Romance music video.
Exactly, but also like with cat ears, so like anime.
Oh, great.
So it was like a nice little crossover. Yeah, I don't know how we got here.
I mean, one of the
neither do I.
What?
One of the emo girls in my school, she got caught having sex with her boyfriend in the bathroom after hours.
I'm shook
like,
that an emo person had sex.
After school hours. I'm like, of all the places you guys could have snuck out to, like, not be at your parents' house or whatever. Like, you went to school in the bathroom?
Nasty.
Nah.
There was one semester where there was a mysterious pooper that was taking poops on every bathroom floor during classes, and they it was a big ordeal trying to track down who it was, and I'm like, that's you were on that bathroom floor that someone pooped on?
Having
who
sex
just
on
does
a
that?
pooped on bathroom floor, nor.
Shit's on the floor.
Well, as we all know, there's poop everywhere. Like, there's just poop everywhere.
True.
Poop particles everywhere.
What? Just floating in the air.
You didn't know that?
Oh.
They're everywhere. Like every time you flush the toilet.
Yeah, it's like all over our toothbrushes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's divine.
horrid.
Well, my toothbrush has a cover on it, so yours is covered in poop.
Well, now the covers are covered in mold.
Are they?
They must be.
If you wash them, then the mold goes away.
Allison's like, if you wash them, you wash them.
I only wash it after I'm done traveling, so it's probably moldy.
True. I'm I always find, I have a full cover, and I always am trying to air it out, but I'm okay, so what the...
Just eat the poop.
Just eat the poop.
Eat the poop and the mold, it's fine.
All right, well, we're going to take a break, eat some poop,
our sponsors on the line.
Yeah, a message from me.
As if I'm part of this.
You are. This is what, your third contribution?
Yeah.
You're in the lead.
Wait, we got to take a break.
Oh,
wait, did we take a break?
You said we were taking a break.
Why do you need to?
I'll cut it.
You said we're taking a break. I thought this was all.
Just keep going. There's no reason to take a break.
Welcome back. We hope you enjoyed the break.
The 1 second break.
The break.
It's longer for them.
It's longer for them.
What is going on during it?
Jingle.
There's a jingle. A jingle that Allison was attempting to change.
You guys are singing?
No. Listen here. I said, I know someone who makes really cool music. Maybe he could do our jingle. I should ask.
That was a long time ago,
that was a long time ago. But then, some things were happening, and then we came up with, you sent me this jingle, and then I love the jingle. I'm not trying to change the jingle now.
From YouTube. Although the man is credited in our show notes every time.
Yeah.
Because it has to be. So, I don't know what his name is.
Do y'all like the jingle? Let us know.
Not again. If they say no, we have to change it.
True.
What did you change before?
Nothing.
It.
Just on a recent episode, she was like, let's do a poll. Do you like our jingle? And I was like, no, if they don't like the jingle, we have to change it.
We don't have to. We could say, we accept your input, but...
You don't pay for this free podcast.
Exactly.
But to go back to everyone's favorite time in life, high school.
Oh, yeah.
Followed very closely by middle school.
There was another poop incident in my middle school. What was the poop? Someone pooped in the pool, and the pool was shut down for a week. I swear they probably did it on purpose.
That happened to us too.
So they wouldn't have to swim in gym class. I would imagine.
Wait, so speaking about swimming in gym class, we had to swim every year in gym class, right? Sophomore year, which is the year when I got hit by the emo girl with the volleyball all the time.
What was worse, swimming or getting hit in the head with the volleyball?
We did diving sophomore year, which was kind of nice because I was on the dive team and I didn't have to actually. Sometimes I'd have to get into the pool. We asked the teacher if we could just do a dive or two and then help teach. I literally had to push her into the pool because you had to work up to the board. Does this make any sense? You're on the side at first and you do the whole arms over your ears, and then you just sort of fall in.
Okay.
And then you do you stand on the side of the pool and you go in, and you stand on the swim block and you go in, and then you can jump off the board.
Okay.
So the teacher doesn't.
We didn't have that.
I jumped off the chair in the shallow end.
Oh my god, you had to jump off.
Because I told my teacher I almost drowned as a child, so I have trauma.
Was this a lie?
No, I actually almost did.
Oh. Let's talk about it.
No.
Let's talk about your trauma.
So I told my gym teacher, no, I'm not going to do this. And she's like, well, you're going to have to do it at the shallow end. Yeah. That woman. So she made me get a chair and jump off the chair in the shallow end.
But into the water?
Yeah.
In the chair in the pool?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was chair on the side. I was like, that's even more dangerous.
Oh my god.
No.
Okay, so, there's that, which I guess we didn't have.
That seems more dangerous though, because you're diving into the floor.
Yeah. The shallow end. You're not supposed to dive in the shallow end.
She probably wanted to kill me anyway.
Even if she was we'll make
one way to get rid of this girl.
Give this girl more trauma.
Well, she won't die.
But yeah, so I had to push that emo girl into the pool because she couldn't get out.
Were linked with this emo girl.
Oh yeah,
somehow.
straight up linked.
Maybe you should connect with her.
I don't even know how. I wonder if she survived California. It's so bright there and sunny.
She must
what if she's completely changed?
I mean, there's a lot of those people just end up becoming normal.
Yeah, true.
Right?
I mean,
I don't know.
I think.
I deleted my Facebook.
Isn't it weird how every popular kid somehow is a suburban mom now?
Somehow. Do you know how babies are made?
That's such a good point.
Yeah. And
also, how did the popular kids
nurses.
get onto homecoming court?
I feel like half my friends are nurses.
No, same. You know how like it's like a like.
Can you stop hitting me?
Oh, I'm not hitting you.
You're moving it.
Oh, I'm moving it. Sorry.
Your nasty ass feet.
The like it's like a thing that like girls.
The evil ones are nurses
like,
now.
In high school are like nurses.
Yeah.
It's like an internet joke.
Mm-hmm. But it's true.
Yeah, for the most part. But it's like I have lots of friends who are nurses, and they were like, "Yeah, I was kind of evil in high school." I'm like, "Okay, that makes sense."
And now they're helping us.
Yeah. Now I trust them with my life. Well, the ones who believe in vaccines.
Right.
The other ones, what are you doing?
Yeah, don't trust them.
But how did the popular girls that everyone hated get onto homecoming court? Like, that was rigged.
Because secretly everyone loved them, right?
I did not.
Or no?
There must have been enough of people that did.
I feel like there was enough people that liked them that they got on there.
I feel like it was...
You think it was rigged? There were some, like, ugly-ass people, though, in our homecoming.
Really?
I'm not gonna name names because I don't remember their names, but... There was, like, a balance of, like, oh, really pretty popular cheerleader girls, and then, like, normos, and then, like...
Ours was only
just wondering how I didn't get on.
Well, I didn't label your category.
One person voted.
Like one like not super popular
normie.
Normie.
There was only like one.
Yeah, there was only like one on there.
What was the meanest thing someone did to you in high school?
Oh gosh.
Oh my god.
I know. I know.
This is something they did to you, not that you did to them.
Yeah, well, we can get into what I did to someone else.
You can talk about what the meanest thing you've done, because we
can get into the meanest thing I did after the meanest thing that was done to me. It was freshman year. This girl, I'll just name her. Her name's Megan. I don't know why she didn't like me. Like, we had the same
What's her last name? Truly name her.
Megan Bender. I will name her.
Basic name.
She doesn't listen to this podcast. I don't even know what she's doing with her life. Maybe she does. Who knows? Anyway, she really didn't like me for some reason. I don't know why. Like, the few times that I would, like, go to a party or be at someone's house, she was just, like, evil to me for no reason. I'm like, why do you hate me?
Okay.
But anyway, freshman year, lunch, we're all, like, heading towards our table to eat lunch. I go to sit down, and she pulls the chair out from under me. I, like, smack onto the ground, like, scrape my whole arm on the chair. I'm wearing a skirt, by the way. So, just, like, flap right over in front of everyone else around. I'm like,
mortifying.
Yeah, right?
You were what, 15?
Yeah, 14 or 15.
That's mean.
Yeah.
That's me. Wait, but then what's the meanest thing that's happened to you?
Yeah.
I was a freshman, and me and my little freshman friends sat at the circle table where all the popular kids sat. This girl comes up to me and says, "You can't sit there. We've been sitting here for 2 years. You need to move." And we're like,
a junior?
She was a junior, yeah. And we're like, no. But then we're like scared. And then they just sat down with us. And we're like, what the fuck is going on? It wasn't that mean, but it was like so weird. People were really nice to me.
Interesting.
Maybe something else happened that I don't know of, but...
You probably blocked it out.
Yeah, you probably don't remember it.
This is a trauma.
Now I'm like thinking, I don't know.
I mean, like, people definitely said, like, mean things to me, but, like, nothing really sticks out. I used to have really long hair, and my hair used to, like, flip out like a wing. We used to call it the mop. You know, it's like Lego hair.
Oh, the mop.
Honestly, the meanest thing was probably something you did.
Oh, probably. The saxophone players would, like, rip up little parts of their music and, like, flick it to see if it would, like, stay on the wing. But I was, like, I was in on the joke. But it was still kind of mean.
What's the most embarrassing thing?
Someone tried to pants me, but it didn't work out very well.
Oh, someone pants me in middle school, and I think I cried.
Oh my god!
Sorry, I don't know why that's so funny.
It was a girl on my cheer team, and she would pants everyone because she thought it was hilarious to just, like, go around and pants people. I'm like, why is this? Yeah, I was like, why do you think this is so funny? I'm pretty sure I was so mad when she did it to me. She never did it to me again after that.
Yeah, yikes.
Damn.
Embarrassing. My cross-country coach, like, used me as an example of how not to run in front of the entire team. That was kind of embarrassing.
That's so rude.
It was when I was
diving. River run.
You what?
I peed my pants.
When?
When I finished a race.
Oh.
I won, by the way. But I still peed my pants.
So you won in
I was wildly dehydrated.
What race was it?
I have no idea. But I just remember I peed. And you could see it.
Ooh, yikes.
I won those. So.
That's exciting.
Yeah, that's good.
The time to spare, you were able to take a pee-pee.
Ran straight to the toilet.
I also, very embarrassing, second year of diving, it was like junior year. We had a new coach and she was like, okay, everyone do like handstands on the wall. And I was like, I don't know how to do that. All the other people who were there, all the other girls were like former gymnasts. And they were like, okay. And like just threw their bodies up. And I was like, okay, yeah, I guess I could do that. No, I could not. It was very embarrassing. Mostly because everyone was like, oh my God, are you okay? But I was fine.
Ooh.
But it did hurt because I just smacked my back off the wall and then slid down like a dead bug.
Oh my gosh.
It's a lot of arm strength. I did not realize at the time.
I also got my first period wearing white shorts my freshman year.
No, that's the worst.
Ran to my locker and changed.
I farted in gym class once.
I farted in front of a guy. He tickled me from behind and I farted.
We were doing sit-ups in gym class and like a massive sit-up. And I like farted. But it was so funny because I remember being like, mortified, like no one knew. And I was like, how did no one know? It was dead ass quiet.
That is one thing that happens, like, in the gym class. You have to make sure you don't fart.
Someone always does.
Yeah.
Someone always does.
Yeah.
Oh, I know it was you.
Yeah, it was me. But like, no one made fun of me or said anything. And I was like, did I make this up?
I didn't hear it.
Because I was like fully prepared to be like destroyed socially. I can't think of anything else super embarrassing. Anything embarrassing over you?
Anything embarrassing? I don't think so. I think it was just the one thing.
Smooth sailing through high school for you.
I mean, it wasn't like the smoothest of sailing. But, oh my gosh. This is embarrassing. I mean, it's more so embarrassing for me now, but, this one group of guys that was like, we were in the same friend group again, but I would get so mad, like, so easily. Like, people would just mess with me because they knew I would get really mad really easily. So
it's very on brand. You still are.
It's funny because like one of the guys, he was like one of the only people I was still friends with in college, like after high school. But there were like 3 or 4 of them. So they would always harass me, right? So like we'd be leaving the parking lot after school, like driving out, and it's just like bumper to bumper, everyone's backed up because everyone's trying to get out of the parking lot at the same time. And they would, like, pull up alongside me and throw pennies at my car. Like, throw pennies at my car. And I would get so mad at them. Like, I'm pretty sure I talked to the assistant principal about it, and he was just like, oh, like, it's just
boys will be boys.
Exactly. I was like, you fat motherfucker. Like, you fat bitch.
Wait.
But the same group, they, like, so... This is something that they would do to everyone. Like, we would sit at the same table at lunch every day, and we were at one of those round tables. They would fold in half. Mm-hmm. So it never failed. Like, every day at lunch, sometime in the middle of lunch, one of them would like pull the pin, and the whole table would fold under. So you just had to. Why did we still sit with them? But everyone would have like.
Because they probably thought they were cute.
No. No, and 2 of them were gay, so it was like.
That's why, because they were going to be popular outside of high school.
Yeah.
The look on her face.
Anyway, so you'd have like one hand under the table, like pushing it up so as hard as you could, so it wouldn't collapse. When they inevitably pull the pin, and the other hand would be like quickly eating your lunch. So one time, usually we'd be able to like catch it, right? Like,
wait, because your chairs weren't connected to your tables.
No, because it was a round one. So we had like the ones where it was just like a long rectangular one with a bench that was connected. But then there were also the round tables with like a chair that you would pull out. So this one day, like it would just eventually happen, right? But usually we would like catch it and like pop the table back up before anyone's like lunch went flying or anything.
Oh my God, this would give me like nightmares.
So one day, the table completely folds in half. All of our shit's everywhere, and then the whole table falls over onto the floor sideways, and we all just, like, back up, grab our stuff, and leave. I was
just walk away.
I'm not dealing with that.
I feel like I missed out a lot on lunch politics.
You must,
yeah. Oh, it's, like, very true.
You weirdo, you didn't take lunch.
Well, I had to catch up in science, because someone told me that I had a problem with science. That was annoying. And then, I would leave German all the time. because I didn't need to be in that class. It was too easy. And just go.
Aren't you cool?
Well, I mean, it was me and all the dumb freshmen
easy German.
who were like in German 1, and I was like, what am I doing here? And I would just leave to go to lunchroom. I never really got to participate in lunch politics.
Sometimes I would skip half my lunch because a bunch of my friends, obviously, most people took Spanish. We only had the option between French and Spanish. And so, like, tons of my friends were in the Spanish class, and they had a really cool teacher, too. So I would go, like, hang out in their room for, like, 15, 20 minutes until she was, like, finally, like, okay, let's get this class started. And then be like, okay, bye. Like, I'm going to leave now because I'm not in this class.
You only had Spanish and French?
Yeah. We didn't have any other options.
How many we had?
Weak.
What?
We had Chinese, French, Spanish, German.
Russian.
Wow.
And that's it, right? And Italian.
That's nice.
Not really. It was nice.
We didn't even have an AP French class because the teachers... because there were like 2 of us that would take it, so it wasn't worth it for the teacher to like put in all that work for 2 students.
Not at all. I don't want to talk about AP French today. We can talk about it at a different time. It's a very small subject for me.
Oh, yikes.
Kitty, thanks so much.
Oh, it's
for
done?
Coming back.
I wanted to say one more thing.
Oh,
one more thing.
Say it.
You know how I like to ask questions.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can't believe you're leaving this this profession.
Tell us about your crush in high school.
I didn't have a crush in high school.
I'll tell you about mine.
Okay.
I had a crush on this guy so much.
Do you want to name him?
No.
Can I guess what the initials were?
Very artsy.
Can I guess the initials?
Oh, you already know this. And I would sit next to him in class and just look at him because he would make these masterpieces. And I'm like,
were they actually good now that we're thinking about it?
Yeah.
Okay, just genuinely curious.
Yeah, they really are. And he was a little bit of a church guy, which
perfect for you. You were quite the church girl.
But he invited me over to his house to go to Bible study.
Oh no!
And I only went because I wanted to see him and his house. And I sat there while they sang songs and read the Bible. And then I wanted to die. So that's the craziest thing that I've done
That's not the craziest thing you've done for a man. Or for love.
In high school?
Not gonna think.
In high school, maybe.
Oh, in high school, for sure. And we never got together, so that was that. So sad.
Well, maybe in the next life. Or in the afterlife, if you both make it to heaven.
Well, not looking good for me.
Yeah, you've got a lot of work to do. Did you do anything crazy for a crush?
I don't think so. In high school. I found out, my friends told me that this one guy was going to ask me to junior prom, and our lockers were like 3 away from each other. They had been our whole, since middle school. And so when I found out, literally that whole week, I would zoom away from my locker so fast. Yeah, I would be in and out in 2 seconds, down the hallway. I was like...
Because you didn't want him to ask you?
I don't know why. He was a perfectly nice person. We would talk if we had classes together, but I was just what is
the thought of going to a dance with somebody who's not the actual person you want to go to.
I know.
Even a nice person.
You didn't have a good time with Annie?
I didn't say that. I put those words into my mouth.
My
mouth. I had a great time with Annie. I do not remember. That's the meanest thing someone's ever done to me.
What?
Shannon Hiles at this restaurant we were at for that homecoming dinner before the dance told the waiter was like, oh, sir, what would you like? And she goes, that's a woman. And I was like, what? And the waiter was so confused, as a waiter would be. It was also 2010. So what were we even what the whole conversation around trans rape and stuff? Where was that? Yeah, nowhere. So it was just what the fuck? It was so bizarre.
And what did she say after that?
I don't remember, but I don't remember. That's the only thing I remember from that dance with your sister. I don't remember actually being at the dance. Sorry, Anne.
Okay.
I doubt she remembers either.
Were you drinking?
Nor.
Not at the after party?
Wait. Homecoming. Senior year. At the after party, yes. But your sister wasn't there.
The after party's got wild.
Your sister wasn't there, though.
Oh. Where was she?
She didn't get
asked.
I don't know. I have no idea.
She was your date.
Yeah, I don't know why she didn't come back to that after party.
Lame, bitch.
My mother's gonna love this story. Alright, anyway. On that note, Kitty, thank you so much for coming back on the pod. And good luck in your future endeavors.
It's like I'm never going to talk to you again.
I mean, ojalá. And on that note, call and leave us a message because we're tired of talking to each other at 202-630-4509 or at a message from pod@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram at a message from or amfpod.com for all the extra goodies that we end up eventually doing or not doing. And subscribe, rate and review, tell a friend, yada yada. We'll see you in the next life.
Probably.
Bye.
Bye.